Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping loud till there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep ripping loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. DC, that B4L, reppin' that star, I do it so well. It's Puma on the toes, but the stars on the clothes. I'm Starboy, fresh at the DF dub. Yeah, I'm a hard hitter. Don't stare to fit, it'll ego hit you. What is you saying, man? Look at the swag. Please do forgive the brag. I'ma pull up later in the Cowboy jag. Don't you slip on the drip, I'm flossing the sauce. Go so hard for the star. Yeah, that be win, lose, or draw. If you take a L, get the F off my block. Cowboys win. Watch yours, pull up the shots. Really can't help it, got a star status. Even got it tatted on my arm. Yes, we be 5-3 strong. Left a little room cause it's quest for the Sids. Starboy really reppin' this shit. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me.
Yeah, tell me who the number one fan. Yeah, Mr. Westside, I'm the man. Dallas Cowboys from my head to the toes. They better recognize who the fuck I am. Damn, haters run their mouth like a bitch when they team ain't shit and my team stay lit. Yeah, I'm about to rep this shit till the day I die in an all blue casket. If you wanna get with a club with love, tell Star Status Westside sent ya. Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame, Hall of Fame. Emmett Smith is our main. Game time, prime time, all the time. Your team ain't never on TV like mine. That's because we different. We America's team and we run this. Like Zeke runs circles right at defense. Jerry Jones, that's nonsense. Let the coaches coach. And I'll have a smoke. And I know y'all wanna toast to that.
Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's no more left in me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. I'ma keep rippin' loud until there's nothing left in me. Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys to the death for me. DC, that B4L. DC, that B4L. DC, that B4L. Reppin' that star, I do it so well. DC, that B4L.
What's up with you guys? It's your boy West Coast. Yo, in 2020, I've teamed up with my hot boy, Jalen Smith, number 54, to bring you guys some of the most exclusive eyewear known to man. CEV. I mean, everybody's wearing them. Make sure you guys go over to CEVcollection.com today and use promo code CEV West Coast to get yourself a hot boy discount today. Look at that. What's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast, man, and we live in the building. How are you guys doing on this hump day, this mighty what is this? I want to say Saturday. This mighty Wednesday, man. I got to get my days down, man, so I can get this thing popping. But what's up with you guys? It is your boy West Coast. It is your favorite cowboy cousin West Coast. We live in the building, man. I done snuck into in Jerry Jones's office. We're gonna talk about a couple subjects before we get kicked up out this office, man. What's up with you, what's up with you, Texas gal over there on Instagram? What's up with you, Rayu? Was it Rayu? 387, what's up with you? She says hello. I see you. Travis, what is it? Travis Steele, Brogam7. He says, what's up, West Coast, my boy? What's up with you, man? Coast, I see you, man. Ashton's daddy, I see you. Hey, shout out to everybody over there on Instagram. Hey, shout out to everybody on YouTube, too. Let me get you guys up on YouTube real quick. I got 4 people watching on YouTube. I appreciate you for watching over there on YouTube. How you guys doing this morning? Hey, man, you guys can see I got a tweet up right now. We're going to talk about this tweet for a little bit, and then I'm going to give you guys my my thoughts on it. Hey, and I also got this special show that I want to watch that I'm going to today that I'm also going to be talking about, and it's my boy, what's up with you, Tyrone Church? I see you. Hey, we up on all platforms right now, and I got all y'all ready to go. What's up with you, Anthony, on Facebook? Buddha Badass. What's up with you? He said, quarantine got every day feeling like any day. You know it, Buddha. What's up with you, Tyjon Taylor? What's up with you, Rodney? Appreciate you. What's up with you, Denise? Hey, I want to give a special shout. Hey, we had 250 stars. You guys know the goal of every day is to get to 10,000 stars. Hey, man, I'm going to tell you guys this. I want to give a special shout out to my boy, Buddha Badass, man, because I ain't going to lie, man, I was a little discouraged about how this was going to happen as far as, with everything as far as how they're going to get fans in the stands and stuff. And my dog, man, I got to stop saying that. My cowboy, man, my hot damn cowboy put some real homework in. So we're going to talk about this this idea of his he got. It was a joint idea, but my boy did a lot of work, so I want to make sure he gets his ooey-ooeys. You know what I'm saying? Because he did a lot of work for that. But I'm going to talk about that secondly. The first thing I'm going to talk about, honestly, is, like, here you go, Boo. I'm going to give you a little glory hole for that.
I want me some glory hole.
Hey, there you go, man. All right, so we back. Let's get this thing popping. Macho, what the hell you talking about? Oh, okay, there you go. All right, so, Tyrone Church, I see you over there on YouTube. I see everybody on Facebook, the Book of Faces. Dominic, let me see what you're talking about real quick. Let me scoot my laptop up. All right, Dominic, I got you. Dominic says, what's up, West Coast? Go Cowboys, you know it. Rob Jarman, what's up, my hard hitter? Hey, Buddha, what's up with you? He said, oh, you want that one? That's the one you want? That's the one you want? Okay, I'm going to do it when I start. When I start, I got you. It's all about, hey, I'll give you one right now. Here you go.
It was all part of Carol Baskin's plan.
It was all a part of Carol Baskin's plan. Hey, all right. So, man, the first thing we're going to talk about is this tweet that came out today by Charles Robinson. He is an infamous tweeter on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? And he tweeted this right here. And we're going to talk about this for a couple minutes. It says, why would Dak Prescott sign his tag now? Tactfully, if Cowboys want to pursue a trade plus extension with Jets' Jamal Adams, having Dak's tag on the book makes it tougher. A Prescott extension makes Adam trade easier. Dak just added incentive to get his extension done. So I know one of you guys are wondering, like, why is Dak Prescott and Jamal Adams on the same tweet? And is Charles right? Is Charles right, or is he wrong with this with this statement of, bringing in putting Dak Prescott on a franchise tag? This does not help our cause to get Jamal Adams. Is that correct, West Coast? Well, I want to let you know it is absolutely correct. The reason being is because with Dak Prescott's $31 million, remember I told you guys, this is how you do contracts. Contracts are like vehicles. Contracts are like vehicles, right? You can either go to a car lot and you can buy a brand new car. When I bought my wife's BMW 5, I bought her a 530, it's a 325 or something like that. It's the 5.3 something. I forget what it is, but when I bought that car for her, they gave us two options. We can either finance this $47,000 or I could cut them a check that day for $47,000. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. West Coast didn't have $47,000 that day to buy his wife a new car. I did not. But I did have a down payment, and I did have a little bit of something else, and I could make payments on it. So that's what they did. They allowed me to finance this car and bring this beautiful BMW Dallas Cowboy blue and silver car home. You know who it is when you see me smashing. When you see me in traffic, you know who it is. You know what I'm saying? But to bring this thing home. And that's what we did. We financed the $47,000. Now, yeah, 535. There you go. I don't know. My mind was off. We financed the $47,000. Now. Same thing with Dak Prescott, y'all. Jerry Jones has two options on how to get to get Dak Prescott paid. First way he can do it is he can just pay it all up front, just pay the whole contract. But you got to remember, if he pays that whole contract up front, you know what happens? That money directly comes out of your bank account right then. If I would have cut BMW of Ontario, Riverside actually, BMW of Riverside a check for $47,000, that money would immediately came out of my account, and I would immediately been broke. All right, now, what did we do? We ran our credit, we ran our application, we got approved, and we financed the money. Now, with me financing the money, technically, I now owe Riverside of BMW $47,000 plus tax, about $51,000, I think. And then, but the cool thing about it is I still have the money in my account. So when I go out to go shopping, I'm not negative. Now, same exact premise when you're talking about contracts with Dak Prescott and Jamal Adams. Now, two things I want to let you guys know. Charles is slightly wrong in this assertion because he is right, but he also is slightly wrong. He's right in the fact as if the Cowboys were going to have to sign, if they were to trade to Jamal Adams and have to sign him that day, yes, the Dak Prescott franchise tag would put a roadblock in front of it. Why? Because there's $31 million you don't have to spend. Why? Because you just spent it on your quarterback. It instantly comes right out of your bank account, right? You don't have the money. But if you finance the money, then obviously what? You'll be able to have Jamal Adams and still be able to make purchases. But I want to let you guys know something also that Charles failed to realize in this tweet, and that is this. Two things that Charles kind of failed to realize is this. One, Jamal Adams already stated that he is there. There are some teams that he would actually wait on a contract for. So there are actually some teams out there that he could actually sign with, that he would actually, could continue to play on his rookie deal. Now, if we were the Jets the Jets would definitely have an issue with this. Why? Because Jamal Adams has already made it abundantly clear that if he comes to if he was to stay, he wants to get paid immediately. He wants to get paid now. And part of the reason being is because the Jets are bums, man. I think in his mind, Jamal Adams knows that the Jets aren't going to be good anytime soon. I think he knows that they're not going to be good anytime soon. So Jamal Adams approaches this. If you're going to make me play on a team that I know is not going to be good, or a team that I know is not going to actively try to pursue people so that we could be a contender at some point, and if I'm going to sacrifice my career for that, then guess what? Yeah, bro, you got to pay me. You got to pay me. My whole life I've grown up wanting to be a winning player in the NFL. Now you're going to tell me I'm about to commit to an organization that does not want to win? If I'm going to sacrifice that, yes, I need to be the highest paid safety ever in life, and I'm not going to budge off that. And that makes a lot of sense, man. If you're going to work for a company that was failing and you knew they were failing and it was going to be a bad look on your reputation, I'm pretty sure that you would ask for more money. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because there's going to be a longing effect that you're going to have to deal with that other players would not. Hey, you guys, we're at 250 stars, man. We're trying to get up to 1,000 stars. We're trying to get up to 1,000 stars. What's up with you, Dakota? What's up with you, Daniel? He says Dak is putting the pressures to sign him. Yeah, man. And then secondly, man, I want to let you guys know that Dak Prescott does not give a dang when it comes to money if the Cowboys sign Jamal Adams. Dak Prescott is not going to do anything with his contract to try to help someone else get to the team. But I will tell you this: what Dak Prescott will do. I will tell you something that Dak Prescott will do. Dak Prescott will, of course, if he knows, like say a little whisper got to Dak Prescott, and Dak Prescott knew that in the back of his heart that the Jerry Jones and the Stephen Jones wanted to sign Jamal Adams. If Dak Prescott knew in his mind that the Cowboys wanted to sign Jamal Adams, if he got a little win that the Cowboys were really serious about signing Jamal Adams, you know what Dak Prescott would have did? This right here. You want to know why? Because while Dak Prescott is on a franchise tag, the Dallas Cowboys do not have the money. If Jamal Adams is to request a trade for the Cowboys, we're not going to have money to pick it up. And that's his rookie deal. We're not going to have money to pick that deal up. So the best and most feasible way for the Dallas Cowboys is to get Jamal Adams is to see if Dak Prescott will sign an extension by July 15th. You know what I'm saying? So the cool thing, my boy said, hey, man, shout out to everybody that said they said this already. That's cool, man, because I didn't post a video on it yesterday. So if they said that already, go to another blogger and you can hear it again. You feel me? Appreciate it. That's why we don't do breaking news. We're just doing an explanation. Shout out for you guys on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Daniel says, yo, West Coast, your favorite blog report. I don't report it if you don't believe it. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's why I left Instagram alone for a little bit, because I'll be acting weird over there. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, I apologize on Instagram because I loaded a video up 2 days ago, but for whatever reason, my Instagram page was tripping. It would not load the video up, and every time it did, it turned the volume up like ridiculously loud. So I think I got it fixed. I unconnected my Facebook account to it, and then I reconnected it to it. So you guys will be seeing more content on Instagram. It just hasn't been letting me post. But I disconnected it, and I reconnected, and I posted something, and it did go through. So starting today, Instagram, you will see more content on there. You know what I'm saying? Daniel said, yo, Denise says, as long as Adams is still under contract, tell me how can the boys pick him up? Simply, we're at 250 stars real quick, man. Let's get to 1,000 stars, man. Let's get to 1,000 stars, man. Let's get to 1,000 stars. Hey, people say, it was no disrespect. Why you say it then, man? If it ain't no disrespect, keep it to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. We trying to be productive. You know what I'm saying? We had 250 stars right now. We trying to get to 10,000 stars. Hey, I think that Dak Prescott for sure that Dak Prescott believes that the Dallas Cowboys still want to go shopping. That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying? I believe the Cowboys still believe that the Cowboys want to go shopping. They want to go shopping. They still want to be involved. They want to be involved in this Jamal Adams trade. And you got to see it like this, man. Part of the reasons why the Dallas Cowboys went and got Andy Dalton is because of the convenience. Well, think about this. How convenient was it? Hey, appreciate you, Rodney, with the 500 stars. Appreciate you, LC, with the 200 stars. How convenient was it? To do this? You know what I'm saying? To do the Andy Dalton deal. Why? One, he was cheap, and two, he was already in Dallas. Well, how convenient is the Earl Thomas deal? You have him for 2 years. So theoretically, the Cowboys, it would be I'm going to say this to you guys, right? If they use the Travis Frederick money, they can afford to do it this year. They can, even on this franchise tag. But the problem is you don't want to do that. Why? Because you don't know what's going to happen to the franchise tag next year. You know what I'm saying? The worst case scenario you would want to do is run out of money next year when everybody's salaries must go up. And then the salary cap doesn't go up. The reason why is because you remember with everything that they've been putting out about the coronavirus and this pandemic. Where are they gonna make up the money that they don't make because they don't sell tickets? You know what I'm saying? You guys got to remember that they've already they put out this statement. The commissioner put out this statement that basically said that they're going to leave it up to the governors, I guess it is, to decide, the occupancy of the stadiums. Well, just think about this. Every governor, I know for sure California is not. California, we're not going to be at we probably might not even be at 75 by the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? So where are California teams and where are teams going to find this money that they don't make? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are they going to find this money that they don't make, off ticket sales? Well, if one thing they're going to do is raise the hell out of these tickets. That's why if you go on StubHub right now, you see a $400, you see a Section 400 ticket for $475. You know what I'm saying? You see a Section 400 ticket for $450. Why? Because they've already started to allocate that missing money and put that on those extra tickets. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to see that. That's the first thing you're going to see. Second thing you're going to see is you're going to see them make adjustments on that salary cap. You cannot give more money to spend if you haven't recapped or re-got the money that you've lost. You know what I'm saying? They're going to have to recoup that money that they lost first before they can give out more money to spend. At least that's the way you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So the way you want to do that is you want to get Dak Prescott on an extension so that you can encompass all these things at one time. Now Denise says, David Bremer, I can't see trading any of our players we have now. Refresh my memory because I may be wrong. I mean, there are some players that I definitely believe that the Cowboys will part with over a Jamal Adams deal. I definitely believe there's some Cowboys that. I appreciate you guys. We just dropped some stars up in there. I gotta update this. My boy Daryl just dropped 100 stars. Appreciate you. And Brian, thank you for sharing this in the Boys Fan Club. LC, thank you for those 200 stars. And I think Rodney just hit with some 200. Let me move this up real quick. This will make my life so much easier if I do this. All right, bam. Now I can see all you guys. Let me see. All right, bam. Now, there we go. Bam, bam, bam. All right, good. We good now. Now I can see everybody. David, appreciate you for them 100 stars you just dropped in there. Brian Double, appreciate you. That LC, appreciate you. Rodney, appreciate you. Hey, shout out to everybody on Instagram. I'm gonna answer this real quick question on Instagram. He says Clowney's still an option. My boy Rich says is asking me is is Clowney an option right now? Me personally, I don't think that Clowney is going to be an option for the Dallas Cowboys. The reason why I don't believe that he's going to be an option for the Dallas Cowboys because, one, he's a guy that's technically been offered a franchise tag, if I'm not mistaken, right? So it's like he has to resolve those situations with the Seattle Seahawks. Then you're basically in the same exact situation that you would be in. You would basically be in the exact same situation that you would be in with Jamal Adams. Like, you wouldn't be trading for him because obviously, you know, they offered him a franchise tag, so he technically is a free agent. But, man, you're going to need some bread for that. Like, where you going to think you're going to get the money for for Jadeveon Clowney? Because that's like signing a regular free agent. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if the Seattle get him to sign a contract and then trade him, which I don't think they would do, but hey, they could, you would still need what we need from this Jamal Adams. So, like, Jamal Adams is probably the only person that you could even get while Dak Prescott is on an extension, and that is because he said out of his mouth that he is okay with playing on his rookie deal. Now, if that changes, everything I just said changes, goes to crap. Everything. It's just like this. If Jamal Adams wakes up and says, you know what, I'm not going to play on my rookie deal, everything West Coast just said goes to crap. I'm telling you right now. If he wakes up and he says, yo, man, I'm not going to play on my rookie deal, I want to get paid, then the Cowboys got to sign Dak Prescott if you even want to be in the conversation, because if not, we don't got the bread, bro. We don't got the money. Hey, I'm gonna throw out some more random. I'm gonna answer some more random questions since I got you guys in here. Hey, you guys, we are currently at 2,022 stars. I appreciate you guys. If you got a question, throw it in the comment box. Hey, hit that share button now. Even give you hit that share button because you guys will know over here at the West Coast Show, I do two things. You can either do two things. You can either hit that share button or you can hit that star button, and I appreciate you either way. If you want to become a supporter and make sure that content like this continues to grow and stay on the air, hey, make sure you hit this link too, man. Come over here, become a supporter, and continue to help the nation grow. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Appreciate you, Clay. Appreciate you, Daryl, Brian. Appreciate you, Quincy. What's up with you, man? What's up with you? Hey, it says they reinstated him. Hey, I haven't seen anything on a reinstatement from Randy Gregory as of right now. The only thing that I have seen is a meme that somebody made that was kind of like a request, like kind of like an urge to have Randy Gregory reinstated. But I'm going to be honest. What's up with you, Brian Dub? I see the scouts in the house, man. If you're a registered scout, man, if you are part of the reason why this content is growing, man, put SCOUT in the comment box, man. Put that scout in the building, man. Let me see it, baby. Hey, we got to we got to come up with like our own emoji. We got to come up with our own emoji. We got to come up with our own scout emoji. So when I see it, I can recognize us instantly. Hey, but hey, shout out all my scouts that's in the comment box. But yo, as of right now, what's up, East Harold? Tyrone Charles has been looking for you. You feels like he feels like how you feel about I got you, Tyrone Church. I got you on this next one. Appreciate you, Quincy. We got scouts in the building. Big Sam. Hey, Sam. Hey, man, when I come to Dallas, man, I need you to teach me how to catch them big fish. You know, the fish that you be proud to post on your social media. Like, he be picking them real fish, man. Shout out to Miss Rita. Shout out to Rodney. Hey, these scouts in the building taking over the comment box. Craig says, how about Griffin Matthews? Hey, Craig, you've been rocking for a long time, man. I need you to hit that link, man. It's time for you to hit that, to support the nation, man, because you already be supporting in your comments and your sharing. It's time for you to take that next step. I appreciate you, dog. I'm going to answer your comment real quick. It says, how about Griffin or Matthew? Hey, actually, I think somebody actually asked me a question first that I said I was going to answer first. Maybe the billionaires owners should be okay. I don't know what that is. It says I really care about Dak signing for Jamal. Okay, so I think I answered. Okay, so we talking about Randy Gregory. That's what it was. Randy Gregory. So, Randy Gregory. As of right now, y'all, we don't know if Randy Gregory. I mean, we know that he submitted his paperwork, but we don't know what day he actually did it. So it's like, I don't want to be, I know there's a lot of people that are saying that kind of like, maybe insinuating that the commissioner is holding him down or is not allowing him to be able to be reinstated. But one thing we got to take in it. The one thing we got to also remember, fellas, and men and females, is we don't know the exact day that he actually submitted his paperwork. Now, under the CBA, if Randy Gregory has under the old CBA and under the new one because they didn't change it, under the old CBA, Randy Gregory has 60 days after he submits his paperwork to get reinstated or to get approved. Now, the only problem is we don't know when that started. We don't know when that date, when he actually submitted it. So we don't know if he submitted it last week. We don't know if he submitted it 60 days ago from last week. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's hard to kind of say that the commissioner needs to do his job or the commissioner needs to get back on his, get back on his thing if we don't know when exactly he submitted his paperwork. But one thing we do know is as of now, obviously it was submitted. So that means at some point over the next couple of days that Randy Gregory, we should hear some news about Randy Gregory possibly being reinstated and possibly coming back to the Dallas Cowboys. Now, the good thing about Randy Gregory is, remember, the Dallas Cowboys last year, after he was suspended, did the impossible. We actually offered him a contract. We offered him a contract extension. So regardless of what happens to Randy Gregory, the Dallas Cowboys, we are going to have contractual rights to him. Now, I'm extremely excited about Randy Gregory. Y'all know Randy Gregory, a family friend. We've known Randy Gregory since he was a freshman. He was a freshman at Arizona Western Community College. My little brother was there. Arizona Western was one of the, they were a big JUCO college, and basically what they did is they took top, you had to be like you had to be like a 4-star or 5-star recruit, and like say you didn't have grades or something, there was this college called Arizona Western in Arizona that would take all these kids for community college and put them on a team. You know what I'm saying? They played for 2 years, and then they would transfer to another team. Now, Randy Gregory was there. I had the pleasure of meeting Randy Gregory. We know him, you know what I'm saying? And my dog, Damian Williams, the running back from the Chiefs, who just won a Super Bowl, who should have been the MVP. My boy D. Will, for the Chiefs last year. He was our starting running back for the 2 years. But, yeah, so we got to know Randy Gregory very well, man. And one thing I will say about Randy Gregory, man, is this is a very humble kid, man, and I definitely feel that, his rehabilitation has been taken very serious by him, and I definitely feel like what he said, that when he comes back, that this time he will not be leaving. You know what I'm saying? So I absolutely love that, because you got to remember, man, the only thing that Randy Gregory has been battling with is weed. This. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, you can't see it because I'm behind a green screen, and it blurred it out. But I will say this, man, in California, Randy Gregory wouldn't even – most of the people who get – think about this, man. 90% of the people who get caught with weed or who get caught with not even drug charges, with weed issues, if this stuff happened in California, you would never even know. You don't know why? Because it's legal. Antoine Woods got pulled over with 2 ounces of marijuana last year. You know what? If he got pulled over in Southern California, you would have never heard about it. Why? Because it's legal. It's legal. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got pulled over with 7 plants in my – well, no, I had 5. 5 plants in my car. You know what the cop said? This happened 2 weeks ago. And actually, not even 2 weeks ago. Yeah, last week. Last Wednesday. You know what he said? License and registration. Gave him my license and registration. He said, hey, man, you kind of got over on the shoulder back there. I said, I know, because that dummy cut me off. You see that little white car? He was like, yeah, I thought you guys were racing. I said, no, he missed his exit, so I let him get over. I said, man, I'm prior military, so I'm not about to crash my car for nothing. He said, okay, let me see your license and registration. Ran my information. I was on by my way. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even, obviously he could smell the plants, but he ain't no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of stuff that we go off on Cowboy players, if they were in a total different state like California, you would have never heard about it. David Irving right now would not be suspended if he played for the Rams. You want to know why? Because there would be no weed charge. Yes, he has to test positive for the NFL. You know what I'm saying? He has to test negative. But I will say this, man. We got to come up with hey, do you hear me better on IG? We got to come up with a better solution. But, we don't have a date as of right now. There is no date as of when Randy Gregory submitted his paperwork. So since there is no date, we cannot, I want to believe that he's going to get reinstated at some point, man, because I think Randy Gregory is a dog. I think he is a guy that, who has been, I've always said this for a long time. I've been saying this for a very, very long time. His BEND his bend, his ability to turn his body around and turn his body long ways to get around the right tackle or left tackle without being touched or not hitting the ground are literally like Charles Haley like. Like if you want to go see somebody, if you want to see Charles Haley like, this guy is literally like Charles Haley-esque. With his ability to bend his body, he is Charles Haley-esque. You know what I'm saying? That's why Charles Haley took such a great liking to Randy Gregory. You guys were at 2,200 stars, y'all. We trying to get to 3,000 stars. I appreciate you guys. Tyrone says, Eastside worried about Watson. He might get traded. Somebody, this is over here on YouTube. It says, Tyrone Church, I've been looking for you. How you feel about Dak signing his deal? Okay, they talking to each other. What's up with you, Tyrone Church? What's up with you, Eastside Harold? I see you over there on YouTube. Brent says, D-line and secondary additions have drastically shown a new day, man. I know Nolan ain't playing no games. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just watch his Khaled tape. He's amazing. He is amazing, man. He is like, you know, I mean, you watch him at Nebraska, man. You watch him at Arizona Western. Like, Randy Gregory is a game changer, man. Like, he's a freaking game changer. You know what I'm saying? Like, Randy Gregory for us was that new wave of speed, fast defensive ends that can get around the corner. Like, he is a 100% pass rusher. And the thing I like about Randy Gregory is this, man. The kid was suspended 2 years ago, hadn't played in like 7 months, 9 months, came in and got 6.5 sacks. You know what I'm saying? Came in immediately and got 6.5 sacks. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think that Randy Gregory is a guy that's going to be a great addition to the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? It's just about getting him on this roster, man. Like, it's just about getting him on this roster, getting him approved. So yeah, man, like I said, we got to find out before I ask Roger Goodell anything about Randy Gregory. The first thing I'm going to ask Randy Gregory is, what day did you actually submit your paperwork? Because if he submitted his paperwork last month, then technically, man, the commissioner is still within his right. You know what I'm saying? He still got the 60 days. You know what I'm saying? But if he, and then also I want to know, like, you know, I mean, well, no, they still able to do physicals and stuff like that. They're still doing physicals. So yeah, man, I would think that's the only thing we need to do. Randy Gregory, let me know. Let me know what day you submitted your paperwork, so then I can let you know if they're doing you wrong. Or because I think a lot of times we just jump in there and just be like, they're doing him wrong. They shouldn't be doing him like this. And you'd be like, wait, time out. He just submitted it last week. We thinking you did it a couple months ago, but you didn't. You just did it last week. We know Alden Smith. We know what day Alden Smith submitted his, because 60 days later we got an answer. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. That's actually the first question I want to know from Randy Gregory is, what day did you actually submit your paperwork? Because then we can go 60 days from there. You know what I'm saying? My boy Kermit, I see you, man. He says, where Bus Cowboy's been down and around, man. He working. Brent says, Camille says, yeah, we need him. Michael says, Gregory long, lengthy, mobile nightmare to block offensive lines and tight ends. Good point. My boy says he's excited about Bradley and I am too. But one thing I like about Randy Gregory is an advanced Bradley and I. Like, Randy Gregory has the arms that Bradley and I does not have, and he has the speed. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you, Bradley and I is a dog too, man. Anybody that gets 13.5 sacks, is a dog in my book. Like, you can't take that from him. That's dog, man. That's dog all the way. Anybody get 13.5 sacks, man, he dogging it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's what Bradley and I got in the Pac-10 last year, too. You know what I'm saying? That's in the Pac-10. Hey, man, real quick, we got some people asking me about Logan Thomas. I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know, I'm not a big fan on Logan Thomas, man. I'm not a big fan on Logan Thomas. The reason why I'm not a big fan on Logan Thomas is because Logan Thomas was probably the most targeted corner in the NFL, and if you go look at his give up rate, it is not good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a big fan of him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the biggest fan of him. I think with Diggs, I would rather see Diggs at that position and giving him some love, because I know that Diggs is going to get moved around. He'll probably play both sides and might even get in a slot, so there won't be too much time to target. But I mean, I'm not real big on Logan Thomas, If I wanted to go bring in a big name safety, a safety corner, I would have definitely went after Chris Harris, or I would have definitely went after what's the other boy? Damn, his name slipped my mind. I had it too. Like I had both their names in my freaking head, and then it literally just walked right out of my head. My mind. Oh, Darius Slay. I mean, Ryan, you know who I'm talking about. Ryan Logan, whatever his name is, from Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan on him. I'm not the biggest fan of him. You know what I'm saying? Yes, if I said the name wrong, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know who I'm talking about. There's only one person in the whole NFL named Logan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm either way. Logan Thomas, Logan Law, whatever his name is. I'm from the Tennessee Titans. I looked at him like 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? And I think Durley Woodley from the Raiders, I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna surprise a lot of people. And I don't think the Cowboys are trying to pay money right now to the defense. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like the Cowboys on the defensive side of the ball is gonna run with what they have right now. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I think that could change? Do I think that could change with a Jamal Adams? Hell yes, because he's different than everybody. Like Jamal Adams is different than everybody. You know what I'm saying? But I would rather than pursue. You get Jamal Adams, everything in front of you gets better. Like everything in front of Jamal Adams gets better. Your linebackers get better. Your cornerbacks are gonna get better. Your defensive ends are gonna get better. Everybody's gonna get better. Why? Because your quarterback knows he has less time to throw that ball. You know what I'm saying? Think about this, too. And for folks that don't like, let me show you guys the effect of Jamal Adams, right? Jamal Adams has led the Jets in the last 2 years in sacks from the safety position. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Like, that's ridiculous. How do you lead your team in sacks from the safety position? That lets me know that your team plays you in the box a lot. Now, is that Jamal Adams' fault? No, it's not his fault. Why? Because he can only do what's asked of him. But it also lets you know that, man, when he's in the box, man, he's freaking doing his job, man. Like, he's freaking doing his job. So that's why, for me, like, to me, like, I know I keep on talking about other players and going back to Jamal Adams, but to me, Jamal Adams just fixed so much stuff. Like, if you go get Jamal Adams, you don't even have to get Clay Matthews. I know people are like, wait, where did that come from? Where did that come from? Well, I'm going to tell you guys, man, you go get Jamal Adams, you do not need Clay Matthews. You don't need him. The reason why you don't need him is because Jamal Adams is a guy that plays so well in the box that you can literally play him. Like, I'm not saying you're going to play him at linebacker, but his force in the box, I mean, go ask the Dallas Cowboys when we played him. Like, somebody did not count Jamal Adams as a box, almost as a tight end, as a linebacker. And what did he do on that final play against us? That dude shot the gap like Jalen Smith would and hit my quarterback. That's what he did. That's what he did. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so Denise, appreciate you. Lucky said he just shared. Janelle says Star Boys of DCR. He says good question, Beast. I think he is and younger. Jay says, is Jamal Adams better than Earl Thomas at safety? Absolutely. Right now, yes. Right now, yes. I mean, go look at what Derrick Henry did to Earl Thomas. And Earl Thomas has I don't think he's going to get in trouble for that whole situation with his wife. I don't think that, because at the end of the day, it wasn't him with the gun, it was his wife with the gun. So I don't think Earl Thomas is going to get in trouble for that. And you guys, if Baltimore was to release Earl Thomas, they have $25 million in dead money that they would have to eat. Like, they're not about to cut him and then pay him $25 million to be on another team. Like, they just got C.J. Mosley. They're trying to build a stout defense. So, but do I think that Jamal Adams is better than Earl Thomas right now? Yes, I do. Yeah, I think the only safety that's even in the same realm as Jamal Adams is that kid from the Bird kid from Tennessee. Like, yeah, man, like Like, Jamal Adams, like, if you go look at that game, man, I'm not going to say that he single-handedly beat us, but, bro, in that second half, he single-handedly beat us in that second half. Like Richard said, he you right, man. We was on him. We was doing good in that first quarter, that first half. But that second half, man, Jamal Adams single-handedly took over that game. And you know what's so crazy, man? Jamal Adams straight told my boy Brian Lockhart, his best friend that was on the show yesterday, he straight told him yesterday, like, bro, we're going to beat the Cowboys. Like, I remember Brian told me, like he said we're going to beat us, bro. Why? Because our defense. Because not for our defense, because their defense is so explosive. My boy said he thinks Darwin James is in the category with Bird and Adams. I believe so, too, but if I'm not mistaken, James is coming off injury. I'm going to tell you someone who I think is in that category too is Tyrann Mathieu. He just kind of not as consistent, but playmaking, yeah, Tyrann's up there. And I'm going to tell you who's an upcoming kid that's going to be up there, and you're going to hear about him in the next couple of years, is that kid, Juan Thornhill from the Kansas City Chiefs, their other safety. The Marcus May kid from Jets is good too. He nice too. We're going to see the type of love he gets. Buda Baker from Arizona, he cool. I like Buda. Buda's coming up. Yeah, I liked it, Buda coming out the draft too. Buda was a guy that I really liked. The Buda Baker, that was a guy I really liked coming out the draft. Brent says Baltimore has had plenty of guys that were in trouble. They'll deal with it and keep Earl. Yeah, man. Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Baltimore isn't like one of these teams that isn't used to dealing with players. Like, remember at one point they had a Ray Lewis who was accused of murder. Like, he was, they never filed charges, but he got accused of murder. You know what I'm saying? So they never cut him, never released him, never even suspended him, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I'm saying? So they are definitely a team that's used to dealing with drama. So I definitely think that if anybody can handle it, they will. And if they were going to make a move, they would have did it right around the draft. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. My boy says, I think Clinton Dix is going to surprise people this year. I mean, I'm down for it. Ha is definitely a dog in that backfield. Just to see if that play can be consistent. I'm a little nervous about him playing free safety. I would rather him be at strong, but, if you get a Jamal Adams, everything is going to change. Jamil says to me on Instagram, he says to me, Juan Herenther is what the Cowboys wanted Xavier Woods to be. He is, man, but I'm going to tell you, the only difference is Xavier is just too small. And, like, I don't know, man. In my opinion, Xavier Woods just ain't about that action, man. Like, I've just seen too many times of him turning his shoulders when you got a guy running straight at you and he turns his shoulder and let the guy get beside him and try to side tackle. Yeah, I mean, he did it against Todd Gurley in the playoffs game when Todd Gurley took that 36-yard little I don't know if it was a sweep. I think it was a counter. Took it to the house. I mean, like, literally, Todd Gurley, middle of the line, B-gap. Only person standing in front of him was Xavier Woods, and he literally turns his shoulder, tries to tackle from the side. He scores on that. Also, same year, Houston game. You know what I'm saying? Hopkins. Then this year, man, the goddamn Chicago Bears game. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, I was done with Woods after that Bears game. I was done. You have 2 missed tackles on the goal line, I'm done. Like, I'm done. We did have a chance to get Thornhill. We could have drafted him, but we decided to get Tristan Hill instead. Hopefully that does not come to bite us in the butt, man. My boy said I would have drafted Thornhill instead of Hill. I would have too, looking at it right now. But you guys know, man, it's not fair to say it right now because defensive tackles need at least 2 to 3 years in the league to master it anyway. So it's like, we shouldn't be judging Tristan Hill right now really until like year 3 because that's when you really saw something from D-Law. You didn't really think, going into D-Law's 4th year, Jerry Jones was still saying he needed a war daddy. Remember that? Jerry Jones said, I'm looking for a war daddy. You know what he did in that next draft? He went and drafted Taco Charleston. So it takes years, man. It takes about 2 to 3 years, man, for defensive ends at least, because you got to think when a defensive end goes into the NFL, look at the competition level that they're playing against. Like, your defensive ends are playing against tackles, and tackles protect what? The quarterback. Ain't no team going to have some suspect tackle up there trying to protect their most valuable asset, their quarterback. So most teams are going to invest money into their tackles. Why? Because of the importance that they have, the responsibility that they have to protect, and that's the quarterback. So when you come into the league as a young defensive end, you're already going up against the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? You're going up against guys who have already been paid 2 and 3 times. Like, just think about this. In our division alone, you at one point you had Tyron Smith. If you were a rookie defensive end, you had to go up against Tyron Smith for the Cowboys, Williams from Washington. Then you also had to go up against what's the boy named Peters over there in Philadelphia. At one point, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, being a defensive end in the NFL, man, it takes time, man. It takes at least 2 to 3 years. Just because of the level of competition you're playing, it takes at least 2 to 3 years, man. 5 sacks, $100 million. Actually, Tress, that's not what D-Law got paid. I need y'all to stop being so one-minded, man. Don't nobody pay you for one thing that you guys do. Like, fans are so, like, we got to stop being simpletons. Like, let's just be like that. Like, he did not get paid no $100 million for 1 year. He got paid $100 million for the 25 sacks he got in 2 years. And if you're going to speak on someone statistically, be smart enough to use all the facts. Because I hate when people use sacks to try to make a number. Like, don't do that. Because what you leave out is the 63% of time he was double teamed. That's what you also forget. Then you also forget the fact that he led your team in run stopping, and he also led your team in TFL, which are tackles for loss. You know what a tackle for loss is? A tackle for loss simply means that someone outside of the quarterback got hit in the backfield. That's what that says. Now, I'm going to also tell you guys something about D-Law. Have you guys noticed that every single person that plays on the opposite side of D-Law, while D-Law is getting double teamed, they have ridiculously seasons? I.e., Robert Quinn. Now, can I ask you a question? How does Robert Quinn come to Dallas and get 11.5 sacks out of nowhere? How does that happen? Can I ask a question? How did he get 11.5 sacks after being suspended for 2 weeks? Like, how does that do that? Was it 14 sacks? Damn. I thought he had 11.5. I thought he played in 14 games. If I'm wrong, then please correct me if I'm wrong. I thought he had 11.5 sacks last year. But how do you think he did that? After being suspended too, you think it has something to do? You guys think it has something to do with there's 5 guys on the offensive line, and if one guy's getting double teamed by 2, that means there's now 3 guys left, and all those guys have free release? Do you ever thought about that? I don't know. Do you guys wonder maybe that's the reason why David Irving got 7.5 sacks on the opposite side of DeMarcus Lawrence? Is that maybe the reason why Randy Gregory got those 6.5 sacks on the opposite side of DeMarcus Lawrence after being suspended a year? I want to know. And think about this. Robert Quinn wasn't the only person that benefited because freaking Dorrance Armstrong got 2.5 sacks playing behind him. Think about that. Dorrance Armstrong got 2.5 sacks playing behind Robert Quinn, who was playing on the opposite side of DeMarcus Lawrence. So guess what? While DeMarcus Lawrence was getting double teamed, everybody ate. And guess what? That's what it's supposed to be. It's kind of like basketball, y'all. It's kind of like basketball. If I told you Kobe Bryant only had, man, RIP to the GOAT, man. Different example. If I told y'all LeBron James only had 15 points, and you say, yeah, but he was double teamed. So, yeah, but you know what they did? They let Anthony Davis get 50 points. Like, it's kind of like what teams used to do against Kobe, man. I got to bring it up as the best example. RIP to the GOAT, though. When we used to play the Spurs, right, they would double team Bruce Bowen, the Kobe stopper. Like, Kobe averaged 27 points against them, so I don't see how he stopped him. He stopped him from getting 30. But they would double-team Kobe. You know what would happen? Somebody else would have a career night. I remember when Shannon Brown dunked the hell out on all of them. You want to know why? Because they were double-teaming Kobe. So what happens when other players get double-teamed, it's the job of other teams to eat and be beneficial, and that's exactly what happened. Like, how you think Robert Quinn got all them damn sacks? And guess what Robert Quinn said? I'm out. I'm about to go get this money, man. Like, Robert Quinn didn't just come to Dallas and all of a sudden just get 11.5. I think it was 11.5 sacks, if I'm not mistaken. Think about this. Jordan Lewis even got 2 sacks. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Think of the effect of DeMarcus Lawrence. Think of the effect of DeMarcus Lawrence. When you're double teaming someone, that means you have a left guard. Think about this. When you're double teaming someone, that means you're either using your guard and your tackle. That means your B gap and your C gap are going to be maintained. That means they're not running that way. That means everything has to go to the other side. That means, guess what? That person on the other side is going to get way more tackles than you. Why? Because the play's not even coming to this side. Or you're going to double team them with your left. You're going to double team them with a tackle and a tight end. So guess what that means? That means that's one less person to throw the ball to. Like, that's the luxury of getting D-Law. The next thing you want to see from D-Law is him going, like, I'm going to tell you this. If DeMarcus Lawrence is able to get 10 to 11 sacks while being double-teamed, you're going to look at him as Aaron Donald. Because there's only one person in the NFL that does that. That's Aaron Donald. And he doesn't do it from the defensive end position. There's nobody in the NFL right now that's getting consistently double-teamed like DeMarcus Lawrence and getting double-digit sacks. There's nobody doing that. Why? Because those guys are really, really hard to stop. Like, at some point, a team is going to assign somebody over there in front of you. You know what I'm saying? That's why if you notice, if you really look around the NFL, sacks have gone down, like, as a whole. Like, if you go look at the sacks, like, you're not getting people with 20 and 22 and 23 sacks anymore. You know what I'm saying? Sacks as a whole have gone down. You want to know why? Because more teams are going to 12-man personnel where they're putting tight ends on the field, or they're putting an extra lineman up there, or they're just flat-out double-teaming you and getting the ball out quick. That's what they're doing. That's just what football has come to. Like, we gave up 56 sacks in 2018. You know what we did in 2019 to improve? We made Dak get the ball out quicker. That's what we did. Like, that's what we did. Like, in 2018, in 2018, we gave up 56 sacks. You know what we did in 2019? We got the ball out quicker. Because there's just some stuff you can't stop, man. You know what I'm saying? Just get the ball out quicker. You know what I'm saying? And that's where you've seen in the NFL as a general, team players are flat out, quarterbacks are flat out getting the ball out quicker. You know what I'm saying? So sack numbers in a whole as an entire NFL have gone down. Yeah, you still got the 15s, you still got the 1%ers that get the 13s and 12s and stuff like that. But for the most part, everybody's linking around that 9, 10, you know what I'm saying? They're all around that little box right there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you guys, we're at 2,400 stars today. Let's see if we can get to 4,000 stars. I'm gonna read some more stuff in the comments. My boy over here said, I see you. Over on YouTube, he says, let's go. Okay, let's go. Tyrone said, Eastside's long-term deal is on the way. Robert Quinn only one, though. Okay, I see what you're talking about over there. David said, that's his point. Janelle said, back to work. Check y'all later. Appreciate you. Make sure you check me out later too. My boy David says you gotta account for D-Law at every time, man. Kendrick says his prediction is Aldon Smith will get 7 sacks. I can see that. I will definitely agree with you on that. Because everybody that plays on the opposite side of DeMarcus Lawrence for at least a whole season, they get at least 7 sacks. Randy Gregory did it. Like, think about this. In one season, both Randy Gregory and David Irving got 6.5 sacks apiece playing on the opposite side of DeMarcus Lawrence. One guy was coming off suspension, and another guy was coming off suspension. You know what they both did? One got 6.5 sacks, the other got 7. Because I'm going to tell you this, as D-Law is on the field and he's getting double teamed, that other side, whoever plays on that other side is going to get 12 to 13 sacks. That side is going to be responsible for it. It's just a matter of who they put on there. That's why I've been telling you guys right now, if you want to be smart, if you want to feel like a smart guy and want to be able to say, I told you guys, hey, I told you guys. I remember a couple months ago I was talking about him? Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong. Remember that name. Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong. Dorrance Armstrong had 2.5 sacks last year, and the film says that he should have 6 sacks. Like, to be honest with you, we don't need, I'm not going to say we need Randy Gregory and Alden Smith, because I actually, before Randy Gregory and Alden Smith both got even talking about reinstatement in February, I was telling you guys Dorrance Armstrong is going to be your starting right end, and I'm not backing off that. Dorrance Armstrong. If you want to be smart, if you want to be that guy that's always like, hey, I always know what's going to happen before it happens, Dorrance Armstrong. Also, Gerald McCoy, great point. Gerald McCoy more than anything, because Gerald McCoy he's a pass rushing defensive end. So I think he's going to also help DeMarcus Lawrence out a lot, because it's going to be hard to double team him when you have a defensive tackle beside him who can set it real good. You know what I'm saying? He'll be able to chip that guard one time and help get DeMarcus Lawrence off that double team. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they do spins and twists and stuff like that. That's going to be good for him. I think something that's going to help DeMarcus Lawrence a ton is that he probably has the best defensive tackle playing beside him that he's ever played with in his career. Outside of when Malik Collins was flat out balling in 2017, then he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? I think DeMarcus Lawrence has the best defensive tackle beside him right now he's ever played with in his career. So that within itself is going to give him an uptick. So all that freaking double team stuff that he was getting, a lot of that should be cut down by Gerald McCoy and Poe. Because why? Because they should be able to help him a little bit. My boy says McCoy can also play D-end. That's what's up, man. I don't know if I want him playing D-end. I'll probably leave him at defensive tackle. Why? Because I want him to help D-Law. Like, I want D-Law to go crazy this year. Why? Because that extension's kicking this year. But, yeah, man, 5 sacks on a double team. This is my thing about it. You paid DeMarcus Lawrence to be your most disruptive player. That's what you actually paid him to pay. You paid him to be your most disruptive player. Because think about this. Byron Jones just got $16 million to be a corner. But did they pay him to get interceptions? No, because he doesn't get interceptions. What did they pay him to be? They paid him to be their lockdown corner, to be their most effective player on defense. And that's what he's going to do. Now, would have I done it? No, I would not have done it. You know what I'm saying? But they're not paying him for interceptions. And guess what? Same thing with DeMarcus Lawrence. You're paying him to be your most disruptive player on defense, whether that's stopping the run, getting to the sack. I'm paying you to have your fingerprint on every damn game. I don't care. And guess what? That's what he does. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget about Tyrone Crawford. Also, yeah, man, Tyrone Crawford and DeMarcus Lawrence are like best buds. Like, they're best buds. You know what I'm saying? So, like, imagine, like, how much better you would play if your best bud was out there. And I'm going to tell you guys something that you guys don't know about Tyrone Crawford. Tyrone Crawford is an unspoken leader on this team. Like, Tyrone Crawford is actually the guy that they actually listen to. Tyrone Crawford had a C on his chest way before DeMarcus Lawrence did. And remember, the captain's patch, that's voted on by the team, by the players. The players picked that. So Tyrone Crawford had a C on his chest way before DeMarcus Lawrence had one. That's why I don't think that Tyrone Crawford's getting cut this year. I think he's going to make this team. Will they restructure him? Maybe. But, if they don't have to, what I think they'll do is they'll just leave that money at the end. Like, it's like this. Like, Tyrone Crawford's money is kind of like an imaginary savings account. Because if something comes along so big where you have to, I'm pretty sure Tyrone Crawford will restructure to be a Dallas Cowboy. He didn't play at all last year. Nobody wants to go out in free agency right now. You know what I'm saying? If Tyrone Crawford wanted to get cut or he wanted to be a free agent, he should have did it 4 months before the draft. That would have opened him up to more possibilities. Right now, You don't want to go into free agency right now. Hell no. That's like going to my refrigerator on the 29th. No, you want to go in there on the 1st. You know what I'm saying? When everything's fresh and new. You know what I'm saying? The 29th, it'd be like, God dang. Yeah, 8 people live here, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so, you know, that's another good point. Appreciate you, Miss Mary. She says, let's go, Cowboys. Hey, you guys, how many shares we at right now? Hey, we had 95 shares, man. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for that. Hey, we're at 95 shares, man. We trying to get to 100, man. So can 5 Cowboy fans give me a share right now? Hey, and shout out to Tris, T-R-I-S, Tris. Appreciate you, Doug, for those stars. You just gave stars for the first time, and he gave them the West Coast. Let me give you some glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
Appreciate you. Hey, shout out to everybody on Instagram too that's watching. Instagram, we're gonna be doing this more often, so make sure you stay alert and have those notifications on. Shout out to my dog Derek over there. Derek. Hey, on Instagram, y'all all got weird names, so it's hard for me to say them, but I'll try to. It was Deckett Baker. Appreciate you. I see you saying hi. Craig says Gallimore will make an impact. Watching him in college is a lot of kids can play. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know if Gallimore is gonna have a impact in his first year. I think he will. Obviously, he'll make the team, but man, defensive tackle is a very, very hard position in a rookie year to come in and do that. Like we tried it with Tristan Hill last year, and Tristan Hill was a 2nd-round pick. Now, do I believe that Nevillin, is he a better fit? I do believe he is. But I just can't do that right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that on the 3rd round. I can't do that. You know, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I can't do that right now. But I will say this. By the end of the season, yeah. But I don't want them to do with Gallimore what they did to Hill, and that's throw him out there way too early. You know what I'm saying? Hill was thrown out there way too early. Just way too early, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, he didn't get opportunity to learn. What I want to happen is I want Gerald Poe and I want McCoy to play, and I want these youngsters to learn under them. Like, we got McCoy for 1 year. I am okay with Gallimore if he only plays like 1 or 2 snaps a game, but he's just soaping up all this game from a Gerald McCoy. I am 100% okay with that. Like, because that is going to benefit us in the long run more than anything. Trying to get a rookie to go out there and play against him, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I will say this. The number one thing that I want to see from Gallimore is how often and how many times do him and Gerald McCoy break social distancing. Like, because I need Gallimore all up under McCoy. Like, all up under him. Like, they need to make Gallimore, like, rookie rules. Like, you were carrying McCoy's helmet, you know what I'm saying, until you earn your star. Like, I want him to suck up all the game so that I can let McCoy go next year, and then he can step right into where he needs to be and be where they, like, I need Gallimore and Hill to be my McCoy and Poe for next year. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? Rodney says Hill and Gallimore will both learn a lot from Poe. Absolutely, OG. You took it right out of my head, man. Hey, and shout out Miss Donna with them 100 stars, too. Do I think they can pull off a Jamal Adams trade? Yes, I do. Yes, I do, y'all. Hey, what's up, Instagram? It just came down. So let me post that. Hey, man, I like this new feature on IG where I can go live. And then it literally saves it right to my phone. That's dope. I like that. We're going to be doing more of this stuff, y'all. I didn't even know they was doing that over there. Let me close this real quick. All right, bam. All right. So, yeah. He says, so that's that. OG Rodney, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I want. That's the biggest thing I want from that's the biggest thing that I want from Gallimore and from Gallimore and from Hill for 2020. Like, my biggest thing is, like, I want to give them a test on everything they know right now, and then I want to give them a test at the end of the season. I just want them to have, like, a way better score. Like, if they score a 60 on a defensive tackle test this year, at the beginning of the year, by week 16, they need to be scoring like a 75. Like, my biggest thing that Hill and Gallimore can do for me this year is learn everything they can from these veterans we have in front of you. That's what I want to see from these rookies, because they finally have someone who can actually teach them. Like, it's one thing. Hey, yo, I don't know what I did. It's one thing to learn from a coach, but it's actually a different thing to learn from someone experienced and right there teaching you guys. That's something totally, totally different. So, yeah, man, that's the main thing I want them doing this year, man. I'm not even rushing to necessarily play them because I don't think they're going to have that much of an impact. I haven't seen any defensive tackle that was drafted that was not, like, I'm just saying, me personally, I haven't seen a defensive tackle come in the league as a rookie that wasn't like a top 5 pick that had an effect on the team. I just haven't. Like, no matter how good you are in college, I just haven't seen it. Why? Because the level of competition that they're playing with, man, is ridiculous, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I did want to kind of go over this stuff that me and my boy Buddha kind of put together. I was talking about it earlier, and it's like, here we go. Hold on real quick. All right, let me pull up these, me and my boy Buddha did. Let me see. Let me pull up there. Hold up. Hey, you guys, remember, if you need a jersey, make sure you inbox me. I got a gang of people inboxing me right now. Jerseys are $65 plus $8 for shipping. Appreciate you guys. If you've ordered from me already, I got orders coming in this week. I should have an order coming in this week, and then I have another order coming in on Monday. So we're going to have a whole bunch of orders coming in this week. So God is good. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, so yo, let me get to Buddha. Where you at, Buddha? Where you at, Buddha? Where you at on here? Let me see. So yo, man, this is here it goes right here. This is the thing we came up with. These are 5 suggestions. He says, with all the talent, we should score 42 points a year. I don't know about 42. That's a lot of points, man. And you got to see it like this. I know everybody's just automatically saying that we should score 40 points, but I don't necessarily believe that. Because, one, Amari Cooper has not shown me that he can score 10-plus touchdowns in a season. Michael Gallup has not shown me that. The only people that have shown me that they can score 10-plus touchdowns in a season is Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott. And to get 40 touchdowns, 42 touchdowns, or to get 40 points, bro, you're going to need more than them 2 dudes scoring. Like, you're going to need, right now, we are anemic when it comes to score points. So that's why, I haven't bought. I know everybody wants to be all excited and thinking that CeeDee Lamb is just going to automatically just add 10 points on our game every week. That means if you think that CeeDee Lamb is going to have that much effect, you're basically saying that he's going to score 16 to 15 touchdowns this season. I don't think that's going to happen. To be honest with you, I don't see Dak Prescott. I don't see Amari Cooper getting 15, 16 touchdowns because we just don't throw the ball to wide receivers like that. You know what I'm saying? Dak only had 30 touchdowns. So if you do 30 touchdowns, think about this. If Dak averages 30 to 33 touchdowns, bruh, that's only 14 points. That's only 14 points. So that's why when people say the 40 banger, I don't even want to know, where are these other 20-something points coming from? Where are the points coming from? You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to be – and if you are a team that gives up 35 points, yeah, you need to be focused on scoring 42 points. I don't think the Cowboys got to score 40 points. If our defense continues to hold teams to 21 points, all you really got to do is score in the 30s. You know what I'm saying? In the 30s. And I'm going to tell you guys, a lot of teams who score 40 points, they sacrifice on defense. I haven't seen even the greatest show on turf. Go look what that defense was giving up. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because it cost. It cost. I would say maybe 40 points I'm not saying it this year. That's a huge jump, y'all. And realistically, I don't think that Kellen Moore is a 40-point calling coach. I just don't believe he is. The way he calls games is not a game. It's not a 40-point game. Bruh, when you're on, listen to this. It'd be 3rd and 7, and instead of throwing a 10-yard pass, we'll run the damn ball. Like, we give up on drives too many times. I mean, he's gonna the talent level, in my opinion, is not gonna dictate the 40 points. 40 points is dictated on the play calling. Like, do you have a coach who cares about scoring like that? I don't think Kellen Moore cares about that. I just think Kellen Moore cares about getting up. Like, that's what I believe. I don't think he has the creativity. I just don't. I don't believe he does. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, that man, we couldn't even score 10 points. We couldn't even score in the Saints game. Like, man, look at the Jets game. Like, let's get to 27 consistently. If we can be a 27-28 game because I'm going to tell you what the Cowboys will do. We'll score 31 points at home and score 19 on the road. Like, you're not scoring 40 points with that. Like, you're not scoring 40 points with that. Like, you just don't. So, could this be a 40-point team? Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff. Just saying that Ezekiel Elliott's going to do it and Dak's going to do it, that's not going to be enough. 40 points is 7, 14, 21, 20. Wait, 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So you're saying the Cowboys are going to go from averaging 2 touchdowns a game to 5, all because of CeeDee Lamb? I don't think so, yo. I don't think so. I don't know if that's realistic. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about this. The Saints only was in 2018, they was averaging 35 points, and we thought and we was happy when we limited them to 19. When the Saints came into Dallas to play us, they were averaging 35.6 points a game. And they were smoking. Like, that's Drew Brees, who throws for God knows how many touchdowns. Like, that's a lot of freaking points, y'all. Like, I don't think we have the offensive coordinator for 40 points. Because our offensive coordinator, like, think about this, you guys. We have 3 kickers right now. So you know what that lets me know? That means you value kickers. Teams who score 40 points, you don't even know who the kicker is. Want to know why? Because on 4th and 1, we're going for it. That's why. If you're a 40-point team, that means them punts that you're doing, you're going for those. Like, you're not gonna get 40 points punting the damn ball. Like, you're not gonna do that. Like, you're not gonna get 40 points kicking 56-yard field goals. You're not going to do that. You're not getting 40 points doing that. So, for us to get 40 points, you got to have a total mindset change. Like, it has to be a totally different mindset change. And I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of teams that score 40 points is for the entertainment value. Kellen Moore's not in it for the entertainment value. He's not. Like, that's not Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore is going to drive all the way down the field, have the emotion of the crowd in his back, have everything going, get stopped on 3rd one, and kick a damn field goal. That's what he's going to do. Like, that's what Kellen Moore is going to do. My boy said you made your point. That means I'm really hitting him in the head too much. You know what I'm saying? That means you hitting him in the head way, way too much. You know what I'm saying? My brother he says, West Coast, my brother is a Packers fan. He said Mike McCarthy would be very rarely run a play on 4th down, even when they were down and think they would chance with it. I mean, I don't know. We're going to see with the Cowboys how much of Mike McCarthy was Aaron Rodgers, who we know is a gunslinger and who will go for it, or was he a gunslinger? I mean, a lot of times, you know, coaches will take on the mindset of a quarterback, and then when they get off money of that quarterback, they'll go their own direction. The reason being is because they know that quarterback has basically had control of the organization. There's not much they can do about it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very curious to see, you know, if Mike McCarthy is going to, is he gonna do that? Like, that's kind of like my thought is he gonna do it? Let me scoot this over just a little bit because y'all see my arm too much. Boom, bow. There we go. He says, Kendrick says, I think some are forgetting Mike McCarthy isn't Jason Garrett. He isn't. He isn't. But I will tell you this, Jason Garrett had one of the top offenses as far as passing the ball. And running the ball has never been Mike McCarthy's thing. So, I mean, I don't see how that's going to be how that's a good thing or a bad thing. Because Jason Garrett had, when it comes to throwing the ball and offensive stats, he had better offensive stats than Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? That's just factual information. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you can look at it, but all we're hoping for is change. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cowboys were a half a game out of the playoffs last year. Our biggest thing that we're looking for is change. You know what I'm saying? Is just not so many predictable play calling and not so many predictable situations. If Mike McCarthy can change that, I think you're going to win some games. Brent said he was playing with a different deck of cards. He was. My boy said Mike McCarthy does a lot of bunch. Well, I mean, that's the cool thing about it is we will have. We still gonna have some. We still gonna have some. Because I don't want people to think that everything that Kellen Moore did was wrong. Because at the end of the day, Kellen Moore still was able to have the number 2 ranked offense in the NFL. So that's still an achievement worth kind of hanging your hat on and hoping that he can improve on that. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely something that you can hang your hat on. Hey, you guys, we're at 2,700 stars. You guys were trying to get to 3,000 stars. We are literally 300 away. I appreciate you guys. David says, West Coast, this being his second year, plus this much talent, you recall the first 2 games this past year. Yes, it wasn't against the Giants in Miami, but Moore had them hummed. Hey, not necessarily, y'all, because if you remember in that Miami game, we was actually about to be down 10-3, and then Jalen Smith hit the ball from Kenyon Drake, and he fumbled it, and we went back the opposite way. So, I mean, this team is actually that Miami game, and if I'm not mistaken, that was week. Because that was week 3. If I'm not mistaken, because I was at that game. So, yeah, even in that game, because we were 3-0, 2-0 going into that game, even in that game, our offense had some struggles. You know what I'm saying? So, our offense has struggled, y'all. Like, it has struggled. Like I don't – and also, y'all, let's stop saying this with this talent. Like, erase that statement out of your comments. Because when you say with this talent, what you're saying is you believe that this talent is greater than all others. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think that's something you can really say. Like, I don't think you can really say that. Like, we were an 8-8 team last year. Like, I try to keep myself as humble as possible, but that's something I can't really say, y'all. I can't really say with all this talent. You know what I'm saying? I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because there are teams with equally good talent. And I'm going to tell you what they've had. They've had some superior coaching, too. And if they didn't have superior coaching, they had superior management. Like getting your players played in the offseason so that they can be at practice the full training camp. Simple stuff like that the Cowboys don't believe in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is my thing, y'all. If you honestly believe that Jason Garrett was the only problem that we had last year, then guess what? You can falsely put all your hopes into into Mike McCarthy and feel good up to them. You know what I'm saying? But we don't believe that here. You know what I'm saying? We just don't believe that here. Why? Because Jason Garrett didn't even call plays. So he didn't call plays, and he didn't call situational. The only thing Jason Garrett did was provide a name for when you don't know an answer, you can just say Jason Garrett. That's the only thing he did, because he did nothing for this team last year. Hence the reason why 15 other coaches were fired. Hence the reason that 15 coaches got fired last year. Like, he was a part of the problem, but he wasn't so much of the problem where you can say, oh, that was because of Jason Garrett. No. That's what people who don't watch film say, because that's a Band-Aid. That's how you Band-Aid something when you don't know how to talk about it. You just say, oh, it's this. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we don't know what it is, so just call it this. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. If you watch film, you know exactly why you lost. 14 freaking missed field goals, for one. Let's try that. 14 missed field goals. Let's try throwing the ball on 3rd and 1 7 times that I know of. I only caught the losses, too, because who cares what you did on a win? Let's talk about those 7 times we threw on third and less than 5. Like, let's talk about those times. I counted 7 times in last year in games that we lost it was less than 3rd. It was less than 3rd and 4, and they didn't even try to run the ball. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you an example. 3rd and 1 against the freaking New England Patriots. You know what we do? We pass the ball. We did it twice in that game alone. 2 times. You know who that is? That's your play caller, dog. That ain't Jason Garrett. That's your play caller. That's the person who's picking the play. And guess what? They picked a dumb play. You know what I'm saying? 4th and 1. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to go to that. But, yo, he didn't pick some dumb plays, man. But what we're hoping is that at least Mike McCarthy has the cojones to be like, yo, bro, that's a dumb play. We're not doing that. My boy says, so should we have brought Jason Garrett back? No, that's not what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. We gotta, come on. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. Jason Garrett was not the problem. Can you always improve? Absolutely, you can improve. But a lot of you guys are putting your hope in the fact that Jason Garrett was the problem, so just removing him is going to instantly fix our problems. But that's not. Jason Garrett is not the reason why we were only scoring 21 points. He wasn't that wasn't him. He wasn't calling the plays. And guess what? He wasn't calling the plays in 2018 when we only averaged 19.1 points per game. You know who that was? Scott Linehan. My boy said, that's right, doing nothing is something bad. No, it's not. Because if your job has told you that's not your responsibility, what do? Go against what your job has told you? Like, what? That's my thing. Like, that's my whole thing. Like, that's like Jason. I view Jason Garrett the same, and I said I was not going to talk about this, but I view Jason Garrett the same way y'all view Jerry Jones speaking on racial inequality. What is he going to do? What is he going to do? He has no power. None. Yes, it makes you feel good because he said something, so now you can either take that and distort it, or you can take it or achieve it, but what does it actually do? Nothing. Jason Garrett had no power, couldn't call plays, couldn't move plays. Like, what would you was expecting? What did you expect? What would you expect? Wait, what would you expect if someone told you that we're going to let you manage this group of people, but you can't tell them what to do, can't tell them what to eat, you can't do them. Actually, this guy is going to do all the stuff. You know what you're going to do? You're going to go sit down and let that guy manage them. That's what you're going to do. And when everything falls to hell, you know what you're going to do? You're going to look at him and say, hey, wasn't me. It's funny because if Jason Garrett was the problem, it's funny out of all those coaches, he's the first one that got hired within 2 days, right? Jason Garrett got a job within 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying, man. Like, you guys put all this, you will put all this on to Jason Garrett, but will then let Scott Linehan be exempt of any expectation. No. Because I'm not going to be one of those guys in the middle of the season and be like, oh, my God, why aren't we scoring points? I thought it was Jason Garrett. No, it was Scott. It was the dude calling the plays the whole dang time. I mean, that kind of makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If somebody puts your brakes on wrong, who are you mad at? Who you going to be mad at? Tell me who you going to be mad at. The guy who actually physically touched the brakes? Or GMC? I want to know. If somebody put your brakes on wrong, who would you be mad at? GMC or the guy who physically touched the damn brakes? I mean, you'd probably be mad at both. But you're going to be mad at you going to be mad at the dude who hasn't physically touched my brakes. Like, I get GMC. You guys, you own my truck. I mean, I financed the truck with you. What's up, Leroy? What's up with you, my boy David Cox? Appreciate you. I mean, hey, what's up with you? Hey, Dub. Hey, Deshaun, did you ever look in your dang inbox? Because I got your jersey right here, man. My shipper, I don't know. He said I didn't bring enough bags or something when I came in, so he didn't even ship the jersey, bro. It was sitting in my shipper's box, and I apologize for that. But I physically have the jersey, bro, and I'm
smoke weed every day.
Appreciate you, and I just hit you with your 420 stars. Yeah, man. I said, bro, why you just didn't ship it? Now you know I would have paid you. I didn't have the address. I'm like, bro, you could have called me. Oh yeah. You just held on to it. So I got it, Deshaun. I got it, OG. I got your jersey right here with me, and I will resend it today. All right? That's why we didn't have a tracking number, because that never got to me. That's why you was asking me, like, where's my tracking number? I'm like, I think I had it, but they never even sent it to me. So I will send that out today, and I got you taken off of. Hey, did you check your inbox, though? Because I sent it. I found out, like, late last night, like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Joe Trina says, if Jason Garrett has the Giants offense rolling this year, will make Jerry look bad. I mean, it ain't going to really make Jerry look bad. It's going to make y'all as fans who believe that Jason Garrett didn't know what he was doing look bad. And honestly, I think the Giants are going to have a good offense. Like, I think they're going to have a good offense. Because Jason Garrett has, when he's called plays, done a good job. You know what I'm saying? Like, go look at 2009 to 2011. Like, he did a good job. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, we were a run-first team, and we weren't running the ball successful. That's why they gave the job to Dave Campos. Appreciate you, my boy Dave. My boy Anthony says, have a great day, Dub. Appreciate you, man. Hey, we had 3,600 stars. We trying to get to 5,000. I appreciate you guys. Tonight we're gonna be going over some things. Tonight we're gonna be talking. I need to go over these things that me and my. I'm making this video, so I don't really want to talk about it, but I'm gonna talk about this stuff for a little bit. All right, sorry about that. Somebody inboxed me. Deshaun, I see you. Craig says, I think the Giants will definitely be improved. I believe they will too. And then think about this. They have almost the exact same team as the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Outside, we have a better quarterback, but they have damn near the same team. West Coast, great show as always. Appreciate you. Stay blessed, big dog. Hey, let me go through here and shout some of you guys out before I get up out of here. Hey, appreciate you. David Cox with the 100 stars. He's not a good coach. He's a good OC. Good point. Really, really good point. And folks got to know the difference between that, too. Folks got to know the difference between that, too. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between saying you got to run the entire Walmart or you just got to run this little section. You know what I'm saying? Some people aren't good at running the entire Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not good at running the entire Walmart. You know, when I worked at this company, I can't say the name of the company I worked at because I sued and I won. But I worked at this certain company, man. And we had a guy that was really one of the best managers, store managers out there, and they promoted him to district manager, bro, and it did not work out good for him. He ended up demoting himself and went back to his store because he felt he made more money. When he did that, they promoted West Coast to that position, and I soared. I loved it, you know what I'm saying, until I had to sue them and win, you know what I'm saying? So you know they was wrong, you know what I'm saying? But that's you know what I'm saying? Everybody isn't cut to run the show. You know what I'm saying? Some people are better cut to be department managers, department heads instead of being over the entire store. You know what I'm saying? So everybody's not cut for that. You know what I'm saying? So salute to them. Hey, you guys, make sure you guys tune in tonight, man. Hey, we're at 3,700 stars. Make sure you guys tune in tonight, and we will get this thing popped. Hey, I'm going to give you an example. Just like Kellen Moore was not cut out to be Dak Prescott's quarterback coach. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he was his quarterback coach for and I did not understand that. Like, that's another thing. Like, how the hell did you get a left-handed quarterback to be a right-handed quarterback's coach? That's weird to me. Like, that's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? David says, Pop Jones. What's that? What you talking about? David says, that's what I'm saying. All right, man. So, hey, I appreciate you guys. We got the 3,700 stars. We tried to get to 10,000 stars each show, but we didn't. We almost got there halfway, so I appreciate you guys. I will be live tonight at 6 p.m. Make sure you guys tune in. I'm going to finally be going over this. I'm actually going to start the video now. Start working on this video now. Yeah. I mean, I got a million people inboxing me right now. Sorry about that. Yo, tonight, 6 p.m. Central. You guys already know time I go live, 6 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Central. 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. I didn't say it wrong again. 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central. Y'all correct me when I'm wrong, please, because y'all know I don't live in Texas, but I love y'all either way. So 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central. All right? Dwayne says, see you later. Have a good day, Cowboy Nation. Nathan says, yeah, you got to get a better coaching staff. Hopefully McCarthy makes more better at play calling. I mean, more than anything, he's going to be able to at least have someone help him because I don't believe that Jason Garrett was even helping him. Why? Because Jason Garrett my thing is this. Jason Garrett said that he asked Jerry Jones, could he help play calling last year, and Jerry Jones told him no. So my thing is this. When everything goes to crap because it's not happening, you think that he was just going to jump in there and be like, oh, let me do it now. Let me fix it so that I fix it, and then he still get credit for it. I don't think that's what Jason Garrett did. I think Jason Garrett just let it all go to crap. That's what I think he did. I think he just let it all go to crap. You know what I'm saying? And the reason being is because, look, man, you weren't going to pay me. You didn't pay me. Why? Because you didn't give me a contract extension. You didn't let me call plays. What was I? You even had reports of players saying there was a report that a player texted Jason Garrett and said Jerry Jones said I didn't have to listen to you. That's the guy that you put in front of your team. Like, that was just a win-loss. That was a loss-loss situation for him at no matter what he did. The only thing I would have did if I was Jason Garrett is I would have quit. The reason why I would have quit is because you're not gonna put me in charge of something, let somebody else make the decisions, and then I take the brunt and blame for it all. I'm sorry, I can't do that. If I'm like my I appreciate you, David. Hey, like my dog Bill Parcells said. My dog Bill Parcells said this, man. If you want me to cook, I need to buy the groceries. Like, and guess what, y'all? I appreciate you, my dog David, for the 5,000 stars, man. Let me hit you with the glory hole.
I want me some glory hole.
Yo, that's something y'all gotta realize. Like, that's why Bill Parcells said that. And what I think the difference you're seeing right now is you can 100% see that Jerry Jones is letting Mike McCarthy make the meal and cook and buy the damn groceries. Want to know why? Because Mike McCarthy fired 15 coaches and hired all his homies. Like, that's something you ain't never seen happen. So it sounds like Jerry Jones in old age is learning. The only thing we need to happen now is we need football to start to see it all applied. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do believe that my organization has learned from their mistakes. I do believe that they want to go in the right direction. I do believe that. Why? Because there's so many things that we're doing differently. Right now, Jerry Jones could easily say something about anything that has to do with it. Why? Because Jerry Jones is a monster at saying something about this and having it translate into money over here. Even my buddy Brian Lockhart that came on the show yesterday said it. He said, man, Jerry Jones is a monster at doing that. Like, don't believe he's not, because anybody can do it. Jerry Jones can do it. He can figure out a way to make money off of absolutely anything. And you know what he's doing? He's not. So that lets me know at some point winning has now become the most important thing to Jerry Jones. And as a Cowboy fan who has not won a Super Bowl in 25 years, I think it is. If it ain't, I know somebody in the inbox is going to correct me. Looking you dead in your face, and I'm telling you, I'm all for it, baby. Now I got to go, man. I got to get up out of here, man, because I hear security coming, and if I don't get up out of this dude's office, I do not want you guys seeing me leaving up out of here in shackles. So I got to get up out of here, man, because the homie just inboxed me right now and told me that Jerry Jones is on his way to the office. So since he's on his way to his office, I need to be on my way up out of his office. Hey, man, y'all already know what it is. Never look down because the star's up. Peace. Hey, give me 2 minutes. Hey, hold the door. I'm running.